A controversial North Carolina law is the focus of another lawsuit filed by North Carolina Governor Josh Stein. Governor's lawyers are accusing the General Assembly of trying to usurp his powers. Chief Political Correspondent Andy Weber here now. And Andy, the measure in question, SB 382.
Brian, Senate Bill 382 was a jam-packed piece of legislation that promised additional relief for Helene victims, but it also made changes to the powers held by the executives. In his latest suit, Stein says Republicans are trying to weaken his ability to make appointments to the state courts.
This is a good policy for the state of North Carolina.
Much of this legislation is unconstitutional.
It's a bill that had state leaders butting heads back in late 2024. Senate Bill 382 was a massive bill promising relief money for Hurricane Helene victims, but it also changed some powers held by top state executives.
That's the type of legislation this bill was. It's a big spending bill, but it also changes very substantially the power of the governor to appoint officials in the executive branch.
It became law in December after the Republican-controlled General Assembly successfully overrode the veto of the then governor, Roy Cooper.
We've seen lots of controversy, lots of vetoes, lots of failure to agree.
382 included changes to the appellate judge appointment process. It requires appointees come from a list of 3 compiled by the same political party of the judge leaving the post. That means if a seat is held by a Republican judge, it would stay in Republican control and vice versa. In a statement to Queen City News, Governor Stein accused lawmakers of trying to overturn the people's will by changing his ability to pick who he wants to serve on the bench. UNC Charlotte professor Eric Heiberleek says it seems an adversarial relationship between North Carolina's Democratic governor and Republican-controlled legislature has become the status quo.
The Republican majority in the legislature and the Democratic governors have not seen eye to eye on many policy issues over the past several years, particularly the ones that get the most media attention because they're the most divisive.
We reached out to the President Pro Tem's office as Senator Phil Berger is named in this lawsuit, but we did not hear back. Brian.
Andy, this isn't the only lawsuit when it comes to SB 382. Where do the other legal challenges stand tonight?
Yes, Brian, there were 2 lawsuits over the changes made to the governor's ability to appoint members to the Board of Elections in language that made the Highway Patrol an independent agency.
So we have to see where this goes because there's no date that's been set on these panel of judges to hear those challenges, and we're going to have to wait to see how this all plays out with the back and forth between the governor and also the Republican lawmakers. All right, Andy, thanks.